People in Atlanta are going to veneer techs. Yes, that's right, a veneer tech, a made up position that scammers made up in Atlanta for you to buy this product from them and to waste your money. Okay, so her veneers, they're not that nice. She has a lot of gum. She has a gummy smile. If you go to a real dentist, they will be able to fix her gummy smile and give her a beautiful pair of teeth. But no, she went to this Atlanta veneer tech, and now her teeth might fall out of her mouth. So I'm gonna allow you guys to watch some videos talking about this bogus ass phenomenon that's happening down here in Atlanta, and then I'll get back with more commentary.
I am not the type of person that gets on social media and rant and rave about anybody, but when you mess with me, then that's a problem. So I've been researching this dude right here, Devin, who works for VVS Smiles Atlanta. And I wanted him to do my teeth. I seen people whose work that he's done. I think he did an amazing job. I wanted my teeth done by this man. So I reached out to him on DM saying, hey, I'm going to be booking my appointment with you. I think you do a good job, so on and so forth. Very nice, very cordial, so on and so forth. Had no problems with the man. So on February 15th, I booked my appointment, paid my deposit. It was for a Valentine's special that he had where it was $2,000 total. But I paid my deposit and everything, DM'd him and said, hey, I just want to let you know I paid my deposit. He was like, okay, great. I'll see you next month. Everything was all good. No issues. Here is the reminder email that I got the day before my appointment. Again, I flew from Dallas to Atlanta to get my teeth done by this man. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go back to Dallas, a new female. Whoop-de-whoop. Very, very excited. So on the day of my appointment, I show up early because I'm not familiar with Atlanta like that. So I show up to make sure I am on time. When I get there, both of the doors to his suite is locked. So I sit at a chair that's next to his suite. And I'm sending him an Instagram message at the same time. He's sending me a message too. Someone stole my whole effing machine out of my room. I'm going to have to refund you and pay you for your flight. And I'm like, hey, I'm up here. The door is locked. Do I need to knock on the door? Then this is us messaging at the same exact time. Okay. And I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean your machine was stolen out of your room? You can't do my teeth. I flew all this way for my teeth to get done. So at this point, I am very upset. Y'all can pause to read. So at this point, I am just livid. So he was like, I'm going to compensate you for your flight. And I'm like, no, sir, you're going to compensate me for my flight and my hotel and my deposit. That's what you're going to compensate me for, sir. So he said, send me the receipt. I did. My total flight and room was like, I want to say $869. He sent me $850. Okay. He cashed at me the $850. So I'm like, okay, what about my deposit? That's $500. So he says, I'm about to send. At this point, I said, I'm crying. I'm very upset because I'm thinking that you're about to do my teeth. So I'm like, you won't hear from me no more. Just go ahead and, send me my money. He goes on to say he don't need my money and so on and so forth. Well, then where is my deposit? So he sends me this screenshot saying that the deposit is going to be sent back to my card. I have yet to receive the deposit. Have not received anything since. So I reached back out to him to be like, hey, do you know how long it's going to take for my deposit to come back on my card? What's going on? He blocks me. Never offered me an apology. Never said, I'm sorry, my bad. I can reschedule you or nothing. In fact, some lady that was at his suite said that she worked with him before and he was never on time or he would not show up. She would end up having to take his clients. And then she's told me that he only does mixed breeds and light-skinned women's teeth. Now, I'm not dark or whatever, but when I go on his page, it all makes sense because it's only one girl that's my skin color on that page. So I'm like, that's what we doing? You only doing veneers to be aesthetic, but not to, make somebody's life or change somebody's life by doing some work? Very, very unprofessional. So this is the Instagram page that I reached out to because he blocked me from the other page. Still haven't gotten any response. I'm also following him on TikTok. This is the TikTok page. Basically, do not book with this man. He's very unprofessional. He doesn't offer any type of apology. He was very rude to me, even though I was very cordial. I just wanted my money back. He still did not give me my money back. So, like I said, I'm not the type to get on here and bash anybody. But at this point, I'm about to get legal counsel, because you can't treat people any kind of way and then expect your business to keep on thriving. That's not the way it works. Not with me anyway. So, Devin at VVS Smile Dental, just know that you are a scam artist. You're very unprofessional, and I don't like that at all. You can say whatever it is that you want to say. There's nothing else for you to say, actually, because you blocked me. So, yeah, don't go to VVS Smile Dentals.
People hear that woman's horror story. Yeah, there's not only people illegally performing veneers and crowns, but now they're scamming people. So if anyone ever asks you for a deposit for such a major procedure, don't give it to them. Go to a regular doctor, someone that's board certified, that actually went to dental school, so on and so forth, because this is not normal. He will only do light-skinned women's teeth. That's bonkers. I never heard of a doctor doing that. I never heard of anyone that's doing any kind of tech work doing that. Yeah, run for the hills. There's another story coming up, and it's just crazy.
People whose work.
I want this young lady's story to serve as a reminder that a veneer tech is not a real job. If you don't click the video and go back and watch it, basically she found someone, liked the way he did veneers on Instagram, sent him a deposit, he ended up no showing, didn't pay her money, that kind of thing. But what gets me, and this is no shade to the creator of this video, is that multiple things. Number one, veneers cost a lot of money for a reason. If someone is selling you $2,000 veneers, run. Okay, don't walk, run. It's no reason that a full mouth of veneer should cost $2,000. It's my first red flag, and these red flags are in no particular order, because what should have been number one is that he's not a dentist. Okay, dentists go to school for at least 4 years on top of undergrad, right? And those that specialize in aesthetic cases oftentimes spend thousands of dollars on additional courses to know how to do those complex, beautiful cases that you see on their page. On top of that, dentists know how to manage complications. So what if, they cut the prep the wrong way, they use the wrong material, you have sensitivity. Dentists know how to manage those things, send it out to a specialist, etc. And when you spend $2,000 for a veneer tech to mess your teeth up, and then you have to go to a dentist in the first place, you could have put that $2,000 towards the payment plan, or to paying out a credit card so you could qualify for in-office financing, or whatever. Please stay away from these veneer techs. So help me God, I'm calling for prison time for all these people who turn lash tech and all this into a veneer. That does not exist. Veneer tech does not exist. These people belong below the prison. That is how I feel, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you get your money back, girl.
Today we're slicing off these veneers that were done at another office only 6 months ago, because there are openings along the gum line where the patient is getting food stuck underneath and it's basically just leaking. So this is with a layer of porcelain removed. This tooth also was affected, and basically I removed a layer of porcelain, and you can see that the darkness is getting more and more obvious. Now, I wish I had a video of when the entire veneer was removed, because it was pretty dark underneath there, but we had to clean it all up, and the tooth next door also was affected, so we had to replace that one. Here I'm showing the prep. Basically, if a tooth is prepped like a crown already, I cannot make it back into a veneer because the tooth structure is already gone. But we cleaned that all up and then put her in temporaries, and I'll see her.
You guys heard what the dentist said. Like, when they're improperly applied, they could fall off, because these people don't know what they're doing. If they do shave them down, they don't know what they're doing. If they inject you with a needle, they probably could hit something fatal and cause you to have Bell's palsy. They also could cause you tinnitus, bite damage. It's just not worth it. Go to someone that is a doctor. Like, I'm all for people doing cosmetic surgery to make themselves feel beautiful, but you also need to do your work. These people are scammers. Atlanta is known for that. If you see someone in Atlanta open up a random business, whether it be like maybe they're doing hair transplants or something, run. These people don't know what they're doing. They don't care about you. All they care about is the mighty dollar. I'm going to add a couple more videos, and I'll add more commentary.